right. I can tell this is my crowd because they're like, yes, this is late. This is late for us. I love it. All the people that were at the early show, they were all so, we got 7 o'clock tickets. And I'm like, live it up, because my 9:30 show is doing meth right now, trying to make sure they're awake for this. I've noticed that the people that like me are like me, and we don't do late stuff, you know? We're like, I'm sure when you bought tickets for this, you're like, all right, 9:30, we could, if we try, we can be in bed before midnight, but it's gonna be, we gotta try, all right? You gotta park the first place I say to park, don't put it up on the third, put it where I tell you, and then we can, you know what, we'll turn down the sheets, we'll already be ready. We do the dishes now, as soon as we get back, clothes in the living room, and we are asleep in the bedroom. That's how I am, man. I'm an early dude, you know? I am. I love to sleep in, though, still. I like to go to bed early and sleep in. I do both. They're like, oh, early to bed, early. What are you doing? You putting your feet on the ground? Is that what you're doing to get close to the earth? No. I'm still in bed. Because I do this for a living. I don't have to be up for anything too early, but, you know. But yeah, it was nice. I got to see a little bit of Salt Lake. I like your town. I got to see it alive today. That was cool, because I came in yesterday. There was nobody out there. All right, it looked like North Korea out there. It was just like me and a couple people, and honestly, it looked like they were just paid to be there. Like, they didn't look like they were doing anything. It was just one guy reading the paper, and I'm like, no one reads the paper. It felt like that guy got hired by an acting gig or something. Just like, what? No, it's just one guy with his foot up on a step eating a pear. And I'm like, that's nobody that's ever been. Are you hired to make this look real? Just a little trolley going by, nobody on it. Just a little ghost town. But then today, everybody showed up. Nice, beautiful day. God, it was beautiful out there. Nice and hot, felt toasty. I like coming to Salt Lake. I don't know the vibe here. This is my second time in the city, but this is like, I don't know. You guys are just friendly. I'm assuming you don't live here. You just live outside of the city, and then you come in, and you guys are too nice for the homeless that you guys do have, because they're very nice, but they do fight amongst each other, and I just see you guys walking by going, oh dear. There is a polite two-step you guys do. Well, there's a knife fight with a bike lock going on out there, and you guys are like, well, that is what's happening. Let's keep it moving. Let's get indoors. I'm also one of the shady people, you know. I'm not because I'm doing anything shady. It's just like, you know, I do comedy, so yesterday I checked into the hotel with luggage in my backpack, and then I went to my room for a couple hours. I had to come do the show, so I brought my luggage because I have my merch that I sell after the show. So the lady who checked me in, she watches me leave with the same bags I came in with. But then I come back because I leave my merch bag here because I have the show the next night. So she watches me leave with 2 bags, come back with 1 bag. And she's just like, well, I just watched a drug deal. I'm pretty sure. There's no way that guy's not selling drugs. Just checked in, didn't want to answer what brings him to town. I never like to say comedy. I just go, I'm here on business. And you say it the right way, people are like, that's enough questions now. It's fun, man. But yeah, I had a good couple days. Flew in yesterday, quick flight from San Diego, but it felt long because I got upgraded to Comfort Plus, which is awesome. It's a little nicer. It's not first class, but it's right there. But it was a middle seat, and there was some beef next to me. So he was a big dude, and he had a blazer on, and it was his row. We were just kind of there. It was one of those. Our arms were like mashed together. To the point where after like an hour, I'm like, we should at least introduce each other. Have you ever been so mashed against somebody? You're like, I should get your name, you know? Like, we were sharing body heat. Like, you could have put a little thermometer between our triceps, and you guys are exactly the same body temperature. And I'm like, I could have told you that. And we were almost nuzzling. That's how close we were. Like, I'd move, and then he'd move, and then I'd move. And I felt like I was in bed with my wife. Like, he was watching a movie. I just wanted to put my head on his shoulder. I like this one, too. He was such an interesting dude. He was a businessman. He was like maybe a few years older than me, maybe 10 years older than me. He had a blazer on, didn't take it off, which I could tell. Like if you wear a blazer on a flight and you don't take it off to sit down, that lets me know you don't wear a blazer often. All right? I don't wear a blazer often, so I would sit down with it too. But he sat down with the blazer, 10 a.m. flight, puts on a Marvel movie. And he's like watching it intently at 10 in the morning. And I'm like, man, I don't know what you do for a living, but you are bad at it. Like, there's no way whatever business you're wearing this blazer for, you're doing a killer job at. If you're on this flight, your laptop should be open. You should be looking at spreadsheets of some type. And he's just over there, and he's invested in this movie. It's like he doesn't know that they're gonna win. You know? It's a Marvel movie, man. There's only one where they lost. Every other one, those horrible superheroes win. Every time. Tony Stark, what a douche that guy is, isn't he? What a smart aleck. Oh, well, how about this? And then he just flies on. I was so happy when he lost that one. Oh. My brother's a superhero guy. I always have to watch the superhero movies, and every time I'm like, this is who you like? These smug, arrogant, rich people? This is who you... And then that time they lost, I'm like, finally. And my brother's like, don't worry, they're going to come back in the next one. I'm like, there won't be a next one for me, all right? This is the last movie for me. But yeah, he was over there watching a Marvel movie, and then over here there was a guy older than both of us playing like a video game on his iPad, and it was like a wizard game. I looked over, there's a bunch of wizards running around, and there's magic spells, and he's picking up rubies, and I'm like, am I the most mature person in this row? I'm telling jokes at a mall, and this guy's over here in a business suit watching a Marvel movie at 10 in the morning. This guy's over here updating his credit card payment on this wizard game so he can buy more witchcraft to fight the warlocks. And I'm like, what is going on with everybody? Men have never been more immature than this generation. We're all superhero movies, and I'm part of the problem. Listen, I'm making fun, but I am part of the problem. Because I have every streaming service. We pay for all of it like idiots. But every night, I'm back at the hotel, and I'm on YouTube watching pro wrestling from the 90s. I have the option to watch anything. And I sit there, I'm like, no, I need to watch SummerSlam 1993. Because I need to watch Lex Luger fight this evil Japanese Samoan. And... I know, I said Japanese Samoan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the backstory to that. That guy was Samoan, but he played a Japanese character. Because it was 93, you don't look into that kind of detail. But that's what it is. We're all just nostalgic. So many men are nostalgic. Like, I just want everything from 1992 to 97. That was my happy time, all right? Everything after that sucked. Everything before that, it was like black and white. I don't know what that was. But that little section, that's where my heart lies. Everything was good. I think a lot of men, we're like nostalgic for a few years that we just want to always go back to anytime there's free time in our heads. Like, take me back to then. Take me back to then, you know? And my wife, she's not nostalgic at all. She's like looking for the future. She's like planning in the future. And it's like we both agree that right now sucks. But we just don't know which way to pull, you know? I'm pulling for 94, and she's like, come on, let's buy a house. And I'm like, maybe 2 TVs. Maybe we buy a second TV, and then we can both watch what we want. I'll have headphones on. We can be together, but we're not. You know? Like, we're both pulling the wrong direction. It's a weird time, man. We've never been dumber. Like, Rui talked about it. The gorillas question came up. That question didn't exist. And then yesterday I heard about it for the first time. What if 100 men fought a gorilla? And you're like, that's a question that shouldn't have left the couch where the bong was. But because of social media, it made its way through society. Someone with a joint and a protein shake was like, buddy, have you ever thought about... And it should have been left in the lobby of that gym, but for some reason... It spread, and now everybody knows. That's what happens, because my generation was raised on the idea that there are no stupid questions, and now here we are with the dumbest questions alive, and there's actual scientists going, well, let me think about it. There's real scientists that answered the dumb question. They, like, went on Instagram And they're just like, yeah, I guess I'll answer it in hopes that you don't defund my work. Like, maybe if I do this, you'll think that science is real and you won't cut me out of the budget. Thank you so much. And it's such a weird, we've never been dumber, and it's a weird, there's billionaires on podcasts? Why are they on podcasts? Zuckerberg went on a podcast. You did it. That's for me to promote this. You already have all the money. What are you doing? And that just goes to show you money can never buy enough notoriety. Like, people's attention will never be worth billions of dollars. Like, you're like, I gotta be on there. It's this weird thing. Nerds and meatheads have met, and I don't like the outcome. Like, decades ago, nerds and meatheads never spoke to each other. Like, maybe the meathead would go over there and bully the nerd every once in a while, and then once he was crying, he'd leave. And that was it. And then we'd become adults, and they just wouldn't interact. But over the last few years, meatheads have gotten podcasts, and they've invited the nerds, and then they have a conversation, and afterwards a weird thing happens. Now the meathead thinks he's smart, and the nerd thinks he's cool. And neither thing could be further from the truth. Like, it couldn't be further. If you don't believe me, look up a picture of Elon Musk and Zuckerberg before they ever went on a podcast, and look at them now. All it was a meathead going, that's a pretty cool point you made. And they're like, do you remember before? Oh my God, before they were all just dorks. Do you remember the first time Elon smoked weed on the Rogan podcast? Like, how do you do it? He said, that's pretty okay. Cut to 5 years later, he's with a chainsaw. Every park ranger is fired now. And you're like, something happened. The nerds and the meatheads. They both had what the other wanted. I want respect from my peers, and these people think I'm dumb. Give me some of your intelligence. Oh, why am I winded from telling that joke? I think I have low T. I think that's what it is. Everyone just wants to, I don't know, just get old and die. I don't know what your ads are. My ads are everything's hymns. Everything. Every video I watch, they're like, you need hymns. You need hymns. You're losing your hair. You're soft. You're losing your hair and you're soft. Every ad is some girl holding hymns. He brought hymns. Let me be bald and soft. For the love of God, can I just be bald and soft? For the love of God, do I really need just a full head of hair? Yeah. I'm ready for all comers. No, let me die. Let me wither and die like a normal person. What do you want me to do? Look like these jacked 50-year-olds? I'm the pillar of health. Are you? You're red. You are red. Your skin is red. You look like you're about to explode and just undigested T-bone steaks are gonna fly out of your veins. You are healthy? Are you kidding me? Like this color red. Tell you what you gotta do. Yeah, not listen to your exploding face. It's insane, man. I don't want to do it. But everyone's jacked, everyone's on steroids. And it's not going to be good because eventually those people are going to be senior citizens. We're going to have ripped senior citizens. Is that what you want? Just some 90-year-old coming out? Where's Grandpa? You like that? Does that look good? No. It looks like it's against God's will, is what it looks like. Like the muscles are there, but the skin's all wrong. You know what I mean? Like, just looks like you threw a weathered tarp over a brick wall. Like it doesn't, that's not what human beings are supposed to look like. It's nuts, man. And then we're also advanced. We're advanced. We're so far advanced. We have rocket ships. Remember, like a couple weeks ago, we sent those women to space, and they were gone just long enough for us to hate them. Like that. Those women left for like 10 minutes, and they came back. We're like, bah! They didn't have Katy Perry, poor Katy Perry. She had no idea. She came back and everyone's booing her. She's like, what? How long were we gone? What the hell what happened while we were gone? We live in such a weird time. Like, there's like advancement and then so much regression. And then it's like, we live in a time where you can go to outer space on vacation and people are dying of the measles. At the same time. That's like, imagine if a time traveler happened to land today. It would take them a while to figure out what year it was. You'd see a spaceship going up like, yeah, they're going on vacation. Oh my God. And then over here just, and you're like, at the same time? At the same time, what happened? The nerds and the meatheads started hanging out. And both of them are... maybe I'll get on it. I don't know. But I keep track of all of it. I don't know. I try. Like Bill Belichick has a mean girlfriend. I don't know if you guys... Bill Belichick, if you don't know, he is 75 years old. He has a 26-year-old girlfriend, and somehow he did it wrong. I don't know how you mess that up. You're supposed to be in charge. That's how that goes. You become a millionaire, and then you're like, I'm gonna get a 20-year-old girlfriend. And then she's like, this is what we're doing, Bill. And he's like, I think I'm doing this wrong. I don't know if you saw that interview. He did an interview where he's wearing like a torn-up shirt, which isn't weird for Bill. That's how he always dressed, all right? He always dressed like it was laundry day, and he didn't know he had something to do. Every football game, he's like, oh, we're playing today, so just give me anything. I gotta get out there. He's wearing a hoodie in the heat. He doesn't know. And so now he started dating this girl who's like in her 20s, and he did an interview with CBS, and during the interview the guy was like, hey, so your new girlfriend, how'd you guys meet? You know, where does a 75-year-old and a 26-year-old happen to bump into each other in the world of life? And then off camera, she's just sitting there with her feet up going, we're not answering that! And it cut to Bill Belichick. He's like, I guess we're not answering that. And I was like, wow, this proves that Tom Brady won those championships. He doesn't know how to answer to beautiful people. That's what we learned. Tom Brady's as good looking as this girl, and I'm sure that's who was running that locker room. That's not what we're doing, Bill. He's like, all right. I was in LA last week, and they have Waymos out there. I don't know if you know about these Waymos. We don't have them in San Diego. I don't know if you guys have them out here. But it's the self-driving Ubers. They drive. I don't know if you've seen these cars, but I got to see them. I was driving my car, and I got to see these cars. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's just doohickeys everywhere. It's just every... And I got to see how much technology it takes to do what I just do and not even pay attention to. And it made me feel so good about myself. The fact that it needs all this to do stuff that I do while I'm texting is amazing. Like, I'm an amazing human being. I do so much. They don't even have the technology for it. But yeah. It's been fun, man. San Diego, we had an earthquake. I don't know if you got that. I wasn't in town for it. I was in Pittsburgh, but my wife was there. My wife's not from Southern California. She grew up in Toronto, so this was her first earthquake. And so she texted me while I was getting in the car, and she just wrote earthquake in all caps with an exclamation point. I'm like, oh my gosh, she thinks this is Twitter. That's adorable. And I'm like, and she's like, earthquake, and I'm like, oh my God, is everything okay? And she's like, I don't know. And I got on the phone with her, and I'm like, what would happen? She's like, it was a 5.6. I'm like, that's a pretty good jolt. And she's like, I was like, what'd you do? She's like, I ran out of the house. And she's like, it's so crazy because I watched a video on what to do in an earthquake, and you're not supposed to run out of the house. You're supposed to like grab and hold and like get in the fetal position or something, or get under a table. I don't even know, and I should. And the reason I don't know is because every earthquake I've been in, I just sat on the couch and I went, is that an earthquake? And I asked that enough that it stopped. And then I went, I think that was an earthquake. You know how there's like fight and flight? I'm the freeze one. I'm the one where I'm like, oh no! Oh, it's over now. Like if I was ever assaulted in the street, if they put out the security footage, it would just maybe just punched in the face. Oh my goodness! Oh, thank God he stopped. I have like no reaction skills whatsoever. I'm a terrible athlete. But yeah, my wife was like, I knew what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to like get under a table and hold on tight, and the ground started shaking, and I just ran. That was my instinct. And I was like, well, did you get the cats? And she's like, no. I was like, she's like, we passed each other in the hallway. And I was like, we need to set up in-house cameras, because I gotta see that. That would have been awesome. 2 cats running this way, my wife going the other way. Ah, man. Yeah, we got 2 cats at home. That's why I'm wearing glasses. I normally wear contact lenses, but I think one of the cats sat on my face when I was asleep, and I woke up with like an eye. You ever do that? Any other cat owners? Not to make it gross in here, but I woke up this morning and my eye was like, and I looked at the cats and they looked very pleased with themselves. And I was like, I think you sat on my eye. And so I can't put my contact. I love saying that joke because the cat owners are like, ha ha ha. The non-cat people are like, that's disgusting and you should keep that to yourself. But yeah, I have to be careful because one time I got last year around this time I got a sty in my eye. I don't know if you know what a sty is, but it's like high-end pink eye is what that is. Like pink eye, that's for trailer park people, you know. But a sty, that's like, ooh, what happened? Did you get your monocle too close to your eyelashes? What happened there? That's what a sty is. It's a high-end pink eye. And I didn't have health insurance at the time, so I didn't know what to do. Like if you don't have health insurance and you have a problem, they have a thing called CVS telehealth. CVS telehealth, which if you don't know what that is, for $100 you get to FaceTime with like a cashier, I think. And so I paid $100 and I just held my phone really close to my eye, and a cashier on her lunch break was like, yeah, I think that's a sty. And I was like, what should we do? She's like, I don't really know. Should probably not put your contacts in, I would guess that. I like that. So good to be here. This is my first time at the lounge at the end of the universe. And yeah, we all came in, didn't we? That was an interesting trip down here. The whole thing was interesting. I drove over from the hotel and I'm just following the directions. And then it's like, take a right on this street. And oh, you missed it. And you're like, all right. Oh, you mean that unlit street that looked like it was an entrance into a bank? Was that a street? All right. Don't worry, there's another street. It's called Jane Avenue or something. And it was just an alley. It was an alley that was named after a woman who the mayor divorced. I don't know who got to name Jane Alley. She's not getting a full street. She deserves an alley. And then I had to go down that, and then I ended up in a weird neighborhood. And then I took a right, and there was an abandoned office building. And then Siri's like, you have arrived at the lounge at the end of the universe. And I was like, yeah, that's where that belongs. In the basement of an office building. Only in comedy, you know? I like it though, I like it. I don't want it to be all prim and proper. It adds to the excitement, right? Like any minute you feel like the real owners of this building are gonna bust through that door and go, what the hell is going on in here? You see one of the employees grab the register and haul ass out of here. And then we're like, we bought tickets. I don't know. Just point at me, we're here to see him. I thought, yeah. Yeah, is that how it's done in Idaho? Everyone's just kind of run by the seat of your pants? I like it. I like Boise. I've been coming to Boise since 2012, maybe. So for a long time, but I haven't been here since 2018, and every time it just keeps growing and growing. Like, there's so much. I drove to the downtown part, and there's a giant fun center. I don't know what that is. There's a bunch of stuff. You got a Whole Foods down there. Everything looks good. This neighborhood, not so much. But the other, over there? Oh, that is booming. Over here, we can all afford a house. But over there, those condos are high dollar. Someone came up to me last night like, this neighborhood is still burgeoning, is the word he used. And I was like, yeah, you can call it what you want, but we get it. I like that, you know? You gotta have a mix of everything. I had a good day. I went to Big City Coffee, got a big breakfast sandwich. That's my favorite place to go. And got a coffee. You like that Big City Coffee? Yeah, I'm a fan. I don't know who's talking to me, but somebody. All right, wait, I was way off. I'm like, you? No. You? No. Way back there. All right. There you go. Me and that guy. We're at Big City Coffee. Everyone else is a Starbucks sellout in here. You just nodded. Yeah, we are. I got the app. I don't know. I get points. Don't get me wrong. I like a good Starbucks. I like it. Those little egg things that they pop in the microwave and you just chow those down. I am into that. The shaken oat espresso latte. I just like saying that out loud. I'll have the shaken oat. Their drink names are so long, you ever give up halfway through? Because you're like, you get it. You're like, what else could it turn into? You know? It's not like I'm gonna say, can I get the brown sugar, shaken oat, espresso, oatmeal? Could I get that? You're like, no, you meant what you meant. I like it. I didn't do much. Got a coffee today, worked out at the gym, and just paid attention to the news. That's what I do. I try to pay attention to the news. Someone made a noise. They went, oh, don't pay attention to the news. That's what I try to do, because I'm trying to know, when is the end of the world? Is it today? You never know. I think World War III right around the corner, and I just want to know when to get ready. You know, I don't even know what I would do to get ready. I guess, like if I got an alert on my phone today, World War III has started, I'd be like, well, I guess we're staying in the hotel. They're not going to hit the Spring Hill Inn and Suites, you know? But you say get some Uber Eats? Is that what you said? Yeah, let's risk that guy's life some more. That poor guy not getting enough of this money. Yeah, why don't you bring me a sandwich? We're hunkering down for the World War. It's already kind of kicked off. I don't know if you guys know, but we're at war with the Houthis. I don't know if you keep track. There's a group called the Houthis, and we're fighting them. Let me tell you what. And I got to tell you, that's the most adorable sounding enemy that we've ever had. I've said the name 3 times, and each time I smile a little at the end. It's impossible to say, the Houthis. I feel so bad for them, because I'm sure they, like, in their language, that means something badass, but, you know, like, our soldiers have to go fight those guys. Like, there's some colonel trying to pump up the troops. All right, fellas, get out there and get those Houthis. You know? No, this is serious, you guys. Get out there. This is no laughing matter. Get those Houthis. And I don't know if you guys know why we're fighting them, but I looked into it. Apparently there's cargo ships coming from China, and they go through the Red Sea and to eventually come to the United States. And these Houthis they're shooting at the cargo ships. So our military is over there shooting back at them because they're getting bullet holes in our Amazon packages. That's essentially what that war is. It's pretty much what it is. Our military is fighting the international porch pirates that are the Houthis. And it just shows you how big the world really is, right? Like, we're all the way over here, just like, where the hell are my sweatpants? You know? And thousands and thousands of miles away, it's just, you know? And we're over here like, Amazon Prime my ass, dude. Where are my sweatpants? We're very lucky. You know? So yeah. I try to keep up with all the news. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to keep up with it because I don't know who to believe. I don't know what to do. So I just go work out. I just try to keep to myself. I'm like, oh, the world's ending. I guess I'll go to the gym. Just try to get abs. I don't know. So I'm being bullied by that actor, that Jeremy Allen White. You know that guy? He's in that show, The Bear, and he's in the new movie, The Iron Claw, which is a pro wrestling movie, and he's also in a new ad for Calvin Klein, and they won't stop showing me that guy's nuts, and I get what women feel when they're like being sent unsolicited dick pics. That's what Jeremy Allen White is doing to me. Everywhere I go, there he is. I'm like, leave me alone, you know? I've changed my number. This guy's just there. I was reading something I was scrolling an article trying to learn about the Houthis. And I'm scrolling through, and then he's just over there eating an apple. And I'm like, get out of my life, man. God, I hate him. I hate him, because he's like, this is why I hate in-shape celebrities, because they always do like a shirtless photo where they're sitting down. And I'm like, that's how you know you're in great shape, when you'll take your shirt off and sit down, you know? Like, I'll take my shirt off, but we're standing up the entire time. My body's all right if we're vertical. Vertical, everything's all right. I sit down, it starts looking like a layered truffle cake in here. You can start like, oh, that's the tit layer, all right. That's the rib fat layer, there's the belly layer. And I'm just trying to read the news, and there he is, just hunched over, no fat on him, eating an apple, with his bulge staring at me. And I'm like, get out of here. You know for a fact he can't swallow that apple. You know his trainer's off to the side going, don't swallow that apple! You can't handle the sugar content! Get out of my life, man. It's so hard. I just want to be in good shape just so I can fit in the seats on the flights, you know? Because that's what I do for a living. I want to fit in. Because honestly, I don't fit in anywhere. Like, there's too much, like, the in-shape community for men. I don't know what's happened to masculinity the last few years, but we've gone way, you know how everyone's like far right, far left? We've done that with men. Like, masculinity's far, everyone's like, yeah, I'm an alpha, dude. Do you have any idea how many alphas are out there? Every dude that's ever seen a kettlebell, I'm an alpha. It's like, do you know anything about wolves? There's only one alpha. And it's Joe Rogan. It's not you. He's your alpha. And you say what he says. Oh, the other day I was thinking, were you? Or are you just listening and repeating? I'm an alpha. No, Joe Rogan's your alpha. He feeds you supplements like a baby bird. He gives you things to say, and like a baby, like, more Joe Rogan. Nom, 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 nom. And you walk around, I'm the alpha there. It's ridiculous. And I want to work out, but I don't want to be in that group. You know? And the other side is just like a bunch of dudes that live like Dungeons and Dragons or something. And you're like, is there something in the middle, you know? Is there something between board games and steroids, you know? It's just like a regular person. I just want that. That's all I want. I got pretty animated over there. That's how I feel. I don't know. It's been a good mix. I've been very lucky. I'm very happy you guys are coming out. People coming out to see me. That's still new to me. You know, no, it is. Like the last few years, people have been coming out. Like this weekend, we sold out 3 of the 4 shows, and that's more than I could ever ask for. Thank you, you guys. But I don't want you to think that I've been doing comedy. This is my 18th year in comedy, and it's only been the last couple of years that it's been like this. So for most of the time, it's been a lot of like, oh, all right. You know? Like I remember the first time I headlined a comedy club. I was so pumped. It was in Colorado Springs, and they picked me up at the hotel, and they had to buy a bunch of pizzas to give away for free. And they didn't tell me anything. This guy just picked me up, and he's like, we got to go pick up some pizzas. And I was like, all right. And he goes in, I'm sitting in the car, he comes out with the biggest stack of pizzas I've ever seen, and he just lays them right on my lap. And it's high, too. I can't even see out the window. It's just pizzas up to there. And they're hot. They're burning my thighs. These are some fresh pies. And I look over at him. I go, what's up with all the pizzas? And he's like, ticket sales are light. So I made a Facebook post that said free pizza for anyone who comes to the show. And I'm like, oh. How much were the tickets? And he goes, $2. And I don't even know why I asked that. Like, it should have been painful enough that we're giving away pizzas. But that's how much of a masochist I am. I'm like, I need to be hurt more. How much are the tickets? You know what the saddest part was? Not that many more people showed up. Wait, like 17 people showed up for the first show, and I took all my slices back to the hotel. All my failure slices went back to the hotel, and I just took all pieces. Yeah, but no, so things are better now, and it's exciting. Like people come up to me, like they know my jokes and they watch my stuff, and I'm like, whoa. And sometimes people say serious stuff too. Most times people just go, I like a comedy, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And every once in a while, some people will get serious, like, man, your comedy has helped me through a really hard time. And I'm like, all right. I never know what to say to that, because they're being very heartfelt, but I just want to go, I'm glad, And then, it's so hard to respond, because, I know I have my ugly sides, too. Like, everyone, you see what you see on stage, but I'm a human being. I have a selfish side. I have a narcissistic side. Just like most people, like this is a narcissistic activity, what I'm doing right now. This is like, you guys, this is like a house party, and you guys are trying to get to the dip, and I'm just in the way, and I'm like, yeah, 1 second, but I got a couple things I want to say, and you're just like, where is the dip? That's what comedy is. This is an arrogant, narcissistic thing to want people to listen to you, but they don't get to talk, only me, Just me, just the only one. And I have that narcissistic side. Like one time, I had an audience member come up to me, and they said this, I was battling depression, and I was close to ending it all. And I watched your comedy, and I ended up not doing it. And I was like, what the hell do you say to that? It's humbling. I was like, I'm so glad you're here. That's what I ended up saying. I'm so glad you're here. That's all I could come up with. But there is this narcissistic side of me that wanted to ask, which joke? Which joke specifically where you're like, I'm going to see what tomorrow's got going on. And that's not a good thing, but, I'm trying to be honest with myself. So, yeah. I don't know why, but 2025 seems hard to imagine. 2024 might be the last one, I don't know. It's gonna be a big year. We're gonna answer a lot of questions, I think. Can a country participate in a world war while also having a civil war at home? I think that's gonna be a big question next year. And listen, I am not pushing for a civil war. I don't want that. That would mess with my tour schedule. I would not be into a civil war. I hope it doesn't happen. But also, if it does, is it really technically a civil war if only one side has weapons? Technically, you know what I mean? If one side's like, hey, and the other side's like, whoa, oh, you were serious. All right. I thought we were just talking trash on the internet. I didn't know you meant it. All right. Anyway, it's good to be here. I like this mix. This is good. I haven't been to Oklahoma City since 2021. Is anyone here at that show? Yeah, all right. One guy. All right. That's what I like. Return business. That's what I like. One guy was like, yeah, I'm coming back for that. Everyone's like, we've seen it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If I had known, I wouldn't have asked the question. But here we are, man. I like it out here. I like it. You just come in. It's nice and flat. It's good. It's I love it. This whole area is just like a well-made bed for a tornado. Just nice and... I get why it works here, You're like, oh, yeah, I can just go anywhere right there. It's not impeded by mountains or too many big things. It can just rip right through whatever it wants. Yeah, it's hard to laugh at because you guys live here. I get it. As soon as I said it, I'm like, what am I doing right now? This is what these people live with. And I'm like, right? Wicked tornadoes? And you're like, yeah. Ha 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 ha. What's wrong with this guy? Yeah, I'm glad I'm here. We flew in today. Came in from New York. It was weird. Normally it's a direct flight, but there's no direct JFK to Oklahoma City. I had to connect. So that's always fun. I looked it up. Nobody. Not Spirit. Nobody. That means no one's doing direct business between Oklahoma City and you're like, what? Yeah, I mean, we can get you there. What time you gotta be there by? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. You like Atlanta? You're gonna stop in Atlanta. So you're gonna stop for a little bit. Good. Yeah, we had, I don't know, man, people are annoying. This is the time of year where people are extra annoying. This is when people fly that don't fly. And they just kind of stand there, you know? They get off a plane, and they'll just be like, where's my next gate at? And they'll just stop in the middle of the jetway. There's a whole line of people behind them going, excuse me, can you die? Can you move to the side and die? That would be great. I have to see where my next gate is. I'm like, you're never gonna make it at this pace. I'm gonna let you know that right now. We had a lingerer. We were waiting for the next flight to board, this one, and there was a dude, he interrupted, he had the worst breath. Have you ever had someone interrupt your conversation that they weren't in with just their breath? I've never had that happen before. My wife and I were talking, and then I just, and I looked at her and I knew it wasn't her. You ever smell some breath and you're like, I know my wife, that is not her. And it was that middle-aged man breath. You know that breath where you're like, oh, that's from deep inside. That's some long-seated regret and whiskey and an undigested piece of filet mignon that kind of came up. And he wasn't even talking. He was just one of these guys. And he wafted into our faces, and I'm like, ah! And we both stared at him, but he's one of those guys just completely out to lunch, just like, uh-huh. And then we shimmied over, and he followed. And I'm like, what is wrong with humanity? But it's so good to be here. I've been to Tulsa before. It's nice to be back. I like what you've done with the place. I'm a big fan. I like performing here. This feels like it used to be a furniture store. Like you can almost see someone trying out a Tempur-Pedic, you know. The salesman's like, we'll give you a 100-year warranty on this here mattress. And you're like, how long do you think I'm gonna live? You know? Seems a little extra. No one's passing out at a deathbed, you know? Thank you, 3 people. Everyone else, I'm like, well, why does that matter? Tempur-Pedic's a Tempur-Pedic, last time I checked. Had a good time. My wife and I checked out Tulsa. We went down to the downtown area. They have different names, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, there's like the big building part, and then there's the other part where there used to be real industry, but now you sell coffee over there. You know what I'm talking about, that area where you're like, oh yeah, that's when we used to do stuff and make stuff, and now there's someone making a latte, you know? We went down over there, we went and ate at Dilly's. Yeah, does anyone know that? Okay. I thought that was it. There was just one guy, he was like, yeah, that's a place. Everyone else was like, huh, you ate there? Good luck, all right? I got a real judgy stare from this section over here. Like, he's not finishing this set. He's gonna be running for those double doors here in about 20 minutes. We had a good time. Good food, good coffee. That good, like, jacked up coffee where you're like, I can take over the world. You know? And then we thought about going to the mall, and there was a line, the traffic heading into the mall. We made a last second diverge into a Hobby Lobby. That's where we went. Yeah, it was my wife's idea. She's like, Hobby Lobby? And I'm like, what? And she's like, I've never been to one. And I'm like, it's just a bigger Michael's. And you're shaking your head, and you're right. You are correct. Because I went in there, and I was like, I was so wrong. I've never wanted to own a home more than as soon as I walked into a Hobby Lobby. I'm like, I want one of everything. We need a 10-bedroom house with a basement. I need a Nintendo controller doormat. I need 8 paintings of a cow with a hat on it. There were so many paintings of a cow with a hat. And I'm like, that means a lot of people are buying them. That meant they released one painting with a cow with a hat, and the general manager's like, you got any more? Because we're sold out. Might want to do different variations. Maybe some with a fedora. Maybe some with a sun hat. Let's have some variation, because people are getting grabby here in Tulsa for the cows wearing the hats. God, I loved Hobby Lobby. That was so good. Man, they have a giant toy section. I'm 36, but I gravitate to the toy aisle. That part of me has not grown up at all. And it's getting to the point where I'm like, we should have a kid just so this isn't as creepy. That's the only reason I want to have a kid, just so I'm not looking at the toys like, oh, boxing out kids. Like, hey, this isn't... I'm trying to get a look at the merchandise. And I loved it. I actually bought a thing. I bought a model car. One of those, like, you put them together with the glue and then you paint them. I remember I had one, like, in the 2nd grade, and my mom got it for me, and then I cried, and she built it. And I remember that's how it went. I opened it, and she's like, how's it going? And these tears welled up in my eyes. I was like, what's a crankshaft? And she ended up building it. It wasn't better. Bless her sweet little heart, she tried. That's not where the steering wheel goes. But I got this. There's like there's like levels. It's like level 1 to 5. I don't know if you've ever done this. And I thought it was like a medium 3 or something. I looked, it's a level 5. All right, it says 13 and up. But no, that's like for like, if you're 13 and you happen to be young Sheldon or something. That's what they mean. Not just I'm 36 and I opened the box and I'm like, they didn't give us nothing. They didn't paint, all the pieces look the same. I was just like, oh no. So I started looking up YouTube videos of other dorks that do this. And these people have tools, they have X-Acto knives, they have one of those lenses with the magnifying, with the light, and they're like shaving this one guy was like, oh, the body's a little warped, so he brought out a hairdryer and melted it a little to form it to the proper, and then he had a file, and he had different types of sandpaper. Oh, you want to hit this with the 700 grit. Oh, here, you don't want to scuff that too much. I got 3,000 grit right there for the wheel well. You don't want to mess up the wheel well. And I'm just watching this YouTube video in my hotel room with an open box, plastic everywhere. And my wife's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I think I'm gonna light it on fire. I don't think I'm gonna do any of this. I'm about to call my mother crying on FaceTime. Going, you need to get to Tulsa. I don't know how to put together this 71 Oldsmobile. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. You ever do that where you think you want to be some way, but you know, that's not me at all. That's not me at all. 36, I should know who I am at this point. Just be good with it. Just be good with it, man. Had a good Christmas. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. We had a good one, my wife and I. We didn't do anything. We didn't visit family. We visited family before Christmas, so we could have Christmas just me and her. We had moved to New York this year, and we just had a New York Christmas, just me and her. We got us like little Amazon gifts the night before. We wrapped them and gave them to each other Christmas morning. My wife got me a robe. That's what she got me, which I've never owned a robe before, and I love it. That was a big mistake she made, was getting me a robe. I'm like, you're never gonna not see me in a robe now. If it was acceptable, I would do comedy in a robe. Just come out like Hugh Hefner, just and I'm in a robe. But it's, I loved it. I loved the way it felt. It's comfortable, but then I got a glance at myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be wearing a robe. I think robes are for women. I think that's who robes are for. They look good on women. Women look good in robes. They look relaxed. They look like they just came from the spa. Maybe got a facial, or maybe they just got out of a bubble bath after they had a glass of wine. They look very luxurious, relaxed. A man in a robe just looks like he got done with some illegal sex. That's what it looks like. It's a little sleazy. Right? Like, you look at a man in a robe, you can almost hear the siren in the distance. It's just a very upset Amish family off to the side. It's like, I'll be leaving soon. I like how people awe at that part. I didn't say what happened. That was your own imagination. You made up your own story at the end of that. But yeah, I think robes are for women, man. Like when my wife wears a robe, it's classy but sexy too. You're like, ooh, maybe something will slip out, you know? I was wearing a robe, my wife was like, oh, you're still supposed to wear underwear with it. Like, what are you I was like, that doesn't feel right. It's like wearing a hat on a hat. Why would I wear underwear with a robe? So we had a good Christmas. It was a very good Christmas. Got a good robe. Yeah, we went out. We got lost in New York. That's what we did. We hopped on a subway, took it to Central Park, and with all the other tourists, you just went down. You're like, yeah, you were right. We made all the wrong decisions. We should have been at Hobby Lobby. That's where we should have been. Should have gone to Hobby Lobby, taken advantage of the sales. But instead, we went to Central Park, and we had fun. You know, it was a little too much. It was too many people. So we brought a little joint with us, took a little hit. You know, like we're like teenagers in a high school parking lot getting ready for algebra. Just a little something so the equations make sense, you know? And so we took a little toke at the park, and now we're high at the park, which is fun. I like being high at a park. That's where you should be high. You shouldn't be high somewhere else, like the Hobby Lobby, all right? They will kick you out. They're gonna call the police. They're like, this guy's been staring at that cow for so long. He's looking at it like it's a mirror, and it isn't. But yeah, I realized very quickly New York is not the city where marijuana goes with. That's not, you want all your senses in that city. You want to be up to speed with what's coming. Because we moved there in April, and I've been waiting for the moment where like a homeless guy comes up and starts something, and then I get to use my boxing, you know? Like I fantasized about this. I've been taking a boxing class for 6 years. I've never fought anybody, but you know, I hit the bag and the hand pillows, and if you've ever done that for like an hour, you're like, I think I might be a weapon of mass destruction. I'm pretty sure if anyone messes with me, they're gonna die. I don't think it's gonna go good for them. And so I've been fantasizing about this. I'm like, someone's gonna come up to my wife and go, blah, 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 and yell, and I'll be like, hey, hey, hey. And then I show up, give him a 1-2, give him maybe pivot, hit him with a hook. My wife's off to the side, oh my God. And I wink at her while I'm in the middle of pugilism. Just give her a little. Want a couple shots? No? He's here. And then afterwards we go back and make passionate sweet love at home. That was my fantasy the entire time. And it finally happened. We were at Central Park, and a wild homeless man came up and yelled at my wife, but I was high. I wasn't ready. So he showed up and he's like, get out of my face! And he like spit and it landed on my wife, and I was like, whoa! That was my moment. And my wife, we did not make love that night, all right? We had a long conversation about protection and how I need to be there for her. And I was like, baby, I didn't know, like it was just, that's not the state of mind you need to be in for aggression. You know, like it all happened so fast and slow at the same time. He was fast and I was very slow. And it's just not how I wanted it to start. That's good. And you guys are here for New Year's, which is wonderful. And for the 7:30 show, you know? What a way to let us all know. You'll be in bed by 10. I love it. We'll be in bed by 10 o'clock with fuzzy slippers on. Watching the East Coast countdown. Try to kiss your significant other quickly before they fall asleep. And then, trust me, I wish I could join you. I wish. I have a show after this, and I'm not looking forward to it, all right? You know why? Because you guys get it. A good set, like the people that show up to a 7:30 New Year's Eve show, you guys get it. You know what New Year's is, all right? You know what it is. You don't want to start tomorrow with a hangover. You don't want to start a New Year. You know what New Year's is, all right? You've done enough of them. You get it. You get it. It's a new year. It's Sunday, all right? It's a Sunday. Let's act accordingly. This is the show I'm looking forward to. The 10:30 show? Those are people that have high expectations for their New Year's Eve. They're trying to make up for a horrible 2023 where everything went wrong. And they're like, but it's New Year's Eve, and I'm gonna drink all the drinks, and tomorrow it's a new me. And I gotta entertain broken people, all right? Those are broken people I'm gonna have to make giggle, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. Because I'm going to be wishing I was in my hotel across the street, just laying with my wife, just dum-dum. Like, that's what I want to go do. But we're doing it. All right. New Year's Eve in a strip mall. We're doing it. This is how it's meant to be done. Not at a 4-star hotel with a live band. No, we want to be across the parking lot from a Chipotle. A closed Chipotle. You guys will never forget the year you rung in 2024 in an over-air-conditioned den. All right, this is getting you ready for the climate change that is coming. It might be too cold next year. You got to get ready for it. Might be too hot next year. Gotta get ready for it. Get ready for it all. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out. I didn't know that's how I was gonna start. But I just started saying stuff. One more time for all the comics you've seen, and I make it loud for them. We're here. I like it. I was curious to know who was gonna come out, because I'm like the early show was packed with people that I could tell would be in bed by 10. And, which I've been in Tulsa for the last couple of days. It looked like most of the township. If I'm being honest, most of the town would look like they're going to bed by 10. Even just today, trying to go do some regular business. Most places were closed. And I was like, oh, maybe that's for, because it's New Year's. No, that's just every Sunday. Every Sunday is, you guys run Chick-fil-A hours around here. And so I was curious to know who's going to come out. And I like the group that we have. This is a ragtag group. Like, this feels like a meeting. I like this. This feels like a city council meeting, and we're gonna bring in the new year. I like that we're the only thing open in this strip mall. I like that. It's the only thing happening. Some cars are gonna drive by and like, whoa, there's a lot of cars parked. Something going on at the Kava? What's going on? People still getting Mediterranean bowls? What do we got? We got 7 minutes to showtime. When do we pull down the thing?
1 more minute.
In what?
5 minutes till.
5 minutes still, so 3 more minutes we're gonna do this. You can tell we rehearsed this to a T this morning. We were here going 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen, I don't want you to think we're running a ragtag situation. We're gonna pull up the finest YouTube live stream of the countdown. We are gonna project it on that screen, and boy, when I tell you, after that happens, I guess we go home. Just split it with me, and we'll do it traditional, Oh, there's the big screen. I told you it was coming down. I didn't want it to frighten you. Make sure can you put Dick Clark? Is Dick Clark still alive? God rest his soul. Carson Daly, perhaps? Who's the new Dick Clark? Ryan Seacrest? I'll take that one. Yeah, good old Ryan Seacrest. If someone would have said he was dead, I would have left the stage. I'd be like, not Ryan. He's the picture of health. But what we are going to do is I'm going to bring up all the comedians and my lovely wife to help bring in the new year. Please clap it up. Come on up, everybody. Oh, my wife Emma's coming in first. Come on up, sweetheart. We got Travis, Cameron, and Landry left. He was the orange fella that thought you guys didn't like him. But don't worry, we gave him a pep talk. He's doing all right. He's flattening your guys' tires in the parking lot. This is good. We didn't plan this out. I got 4 minutes to kill with all you guys standing up here. God damn, we didn't plan this out at all. All right, well. I did that, yeah. Dude, I rushed through that so fast because I knew they were dropping this. I was looking at my phone going, I gotta get through this story before they drop the thing. There it is. Who's that? Oh, we got an ad? Of course. Listen, we spared no expense to bring you guys the countdown. Once we're done getting through these Blue Chew commercials, we will show you. Thank you. That was for 3 people that listen to podcasts. Then we will get to the countdown. It's Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. All right, this is good. 10, 9. I'm sorry. It's too soon. I also want to bring up, I've had a lovely weekend working with these two, but it also looks like these two would have bullied me in high school for very different reasons. Doesn't it? Like Travis, of course, just bullying me for being short, and then Cameron just for owning a Will Smith CD or something. Are you a big Will Smith fan?
Not allowed to get jiggy with it on my watch.
No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You look like you have an eclectic music taste. What is happening now? What is this? Oh, I'm so glad I'm filming this. This is going on YouTube. Oh, this is... When I started, I told you we will not see 2025. And this is the best way to bring in the last year that there's ever been. Oh my God, please don't accidentally open your history. That would really change the show. Oh, bless his heart. Here we are. You want to right-click on that? No. Can one of the wait staff help the fella out? Here we are. There, maybe that one. Nope. Wait, is that live? We don't know. Oh, no. Don't worry, I got a seconds on my Apple Watch. We'll get to it.
What must be doing 2024?
In 2023, the only thing we can agree on is Taylor Swift. You know what we're going to be able to agree on in 2024? Taylor Swift again.
Counting down to the year.
Hey, all right, I know that guy.
Robin Roberts. Right before New Year's, rocking in. What do you say we get this?
It's kind of embarrassing to have way more famous people over my shoulder. And you're like, oh yeah, we could have done that.
We are nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. Have you had a good night here at the Sydney Opera House?
It's the
Have you had a
Australian
good night
countdown.
at home,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen? What an amazing show we've had. A big thank you to you.